Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your Monday reading. What's cracking for Monday the 25th of November? I can't believe it's nearly through November. I feel like this year has just absolutely flown for me. But the only truth my parents ever told me was that time flies the older you get. That's definitely true. Just a couple of reminders. 8th of February, we're going live with some card pulls on Facebook. Please make sure you join up at the Aussie Goddess to join me there. And Wednesday morning, I'm doing a Moonstruck television appearance for half an hour. I do that every Wednesday morning. I know that you can access free readings through the website, so if you need to find out how to do that, let me know. That is live at 6:30 a.m. New South Wales, Australia time. I forget sometimes that we have different time zones within Australia too. Yes, we're a huge country, which I don't know that people always see, but Queensland's an hour behind us. So Queensland, we go live at 5:30 for you. Perth's 3 hours behind. Adelaide's, I think, half an hour behind. So just check your time zones. If you're in America on Washington time, it's 2:30 p.m. So I know you have lots of time zones there too. So if you want to come over and watch, please do. Yeah, and let's go from there. What else do I want to say? I wanted just to give a quick reminder to those who have personal stories they want to share my newsletter. I was hoping to get that done over the Christmas break. I'm starting to put together a book, and I wanted the stories for a book that I will do next year. But I've just decided to move house over the Christmas break. So all sorts of things are happening. Work gave me a transfer, so I'll have to see what happens up till there, but I'd still like your personal stories if you're willing to share them. You can do it anonymously if you like to. Please don't think you have to show your face. Okay, so we're using the Cosmic Tarot for this reading. I do hope to get the 2020 readings up again soon too. First off, Two of Pentacles. Now, the Two of Pentacles is a decision. Now, it's not just a decision where you just have to make your mind up. This is one where you have equal options of do I or don't I. Sometimes it could be the heart over head decision, but whatever it is for you, it's very equal and very hard to decide. And you're trying to do this without feeling too emotional about it, as you can see with the water. So this person is trying to make this decision about how to move forward here. They're waiting for their ships to come in and trying to decide which way to go. Now I have the Eight of Wands through here, so there seems to be some time constraints on this, maybe some sort of pressure to get it done in either a quick time or timely. I don't think you've got a lot of time to make this decision. The Prince of Swords is coming up here, so we've got someone who's very determined to hear your answer here. Now this could be for a job. You may have got contacted about a job and they may have said to you, you need to start next week, and you've got to go back and tell your boss that you can't work out the notice that's required, or something like that. If it's a relationship, it's like this person's very determined to get you on board quickly, little impatient. Could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, and there's the card of Cancer. So we are talking about moving forward in that Chariot. Even though it's a card representative of Cancer, it is a card of moving forward after a time of being stuck. But this person is now very, very determined and they want an answer quick, smart. So you've gone from one extreme to the other by the looks of this. You may have waited for this person, this opportunity, whatever it is for you, for a very long time, and then all of a sudden it's like, now I want it, we're going. So let's see what we've got here. So we have the card of Strength here. Now, for me, this card is always working through some sort of dark time to come to the energy of being really on top of things now. So you could have been through quite a long, dark time trying to cope with something that's gone before. I often see this as completing your shadow work, understanding your shadow side. But definitely feeling really good about it now and feeling like you've come through the other side. Holy dooly. So we have the Tower here. So either this has happened, which has pushed you into this energy, or you've done this energy and now you're creating some sort of tower moment. If someone's coming in quick after a period of being very quiet and very slow, it could mean they want things to move very, very quickly now. Interesting. Let's keep going. And there's the King of Cups. So you're definitely dealing with someone here who's very knows what they want now. They're emotionally more stable. They've just made this decision. They may have been the one that's gone through this shadow work too to make this decision. But this sort of feels like, you know, the Tower, when it comes up, generally I say to people, like, you can feel this energy coming, but this Tower feels like it's coming out of the blue for you. It doesn't feel like it's something you expected. So maybe it's somebody or something or a job or whatever it is that's coming at you that you didn't see coming. Okay, and then we have the High Priestess. So there may have been some concealing of something here. Maybe, for example, you didn't know how this person felt about you, and maybe them coming back in is going to be a shock because you didn't think that they felt the way they did. Very possible here. Okay, so we have the Judgment card. So for some of you, you already know this person. It may be a second time around. You may have been dealing with someone who was in another relationship here. Four of Wands, but they're bringing you in some sort of stability. So for those of you who experience this in a relationship, someone has left someone behind to give this another chance. So you may have embarked on something with them previously, and now they're coming back. If it's not about relationship here, if it's about a job or another situation, and I feel like some of you missed out on a house or a property and are now being given an opportunity to go back and do that again. Whatever it is for you, this coming back around thing here with this Judgment card is quite a shock because you thought it was dead in the water. So there may have been no contact, no indication, nothing up until this time, because it's like a real... Oh, it's a humdinger of a shock for you. Like, it's like, what? What? It's just coming out of the blue here. And I don't think you expected it. For some of you here, this is a big celebration because something you wanted here a lot is coming back around to you. So there's a lot of celebration here for some people. But for others, this is about someone leaving another situation behind to come towards you. Okay, so we have the Prince of Wands here. So you're about to get some sort of message, some sort of contact that comes to you here. Could be very passionate, could be a message of love. Something, again, that wasn't quite clear to you before. This is sort of like a surprise. It's really interesting. Something that perhaps in the past left you feeling empty. Okay, I might put a couple more cards on this because it's quite interesting. Two of Pentacles coming in here with the Eight of Wands. Some sort of decision to be made that has to be made, what do they say? Post, whatever it is. Somebody who's been keeping an eye on you here, possibly a water sign. You could possibly be dealing with a Cancer, but somebody's coming back in that wants you in whatever way, shape or form that you are desired. So what I have here, quite possibly someone who's very emotionally aware now of what they want. So you may have had someone who's had a bit of a wake-up call, but it also could be, as I said, for some of you, this can be another situation in your life that you had an opportunity at but missed out, and now it's coming back around. I feel that you've perhaps been through perhaps a little bit of a dark time in between. Could have been about this personal situation, but there's some sort of darkness here you've been through because you've been doing a lot of work on yourself. There's definitely a lot of secrets here. It's sort of very concealed, so you may not have known this person's intentions, but it's definitely a chance for you to come back and do what you didn't do in the first place. Now, for some of you, this is about someone who's left someone behind to come towards you, but I don't think they've been telling you or discussing their intentions with you here, because this is a surprise for you. You were not expecting this here. And I feel like you've gone through this period of sadness thinking things were dead in the water, and out they come out of the blue. I think the universe has been perhaps doing it this way for a certain reason. And I feel like the reason is because you weren't supposed to know until it came around again for some reason. All right, I'm just going to put a couple more cards on this Five of Cups here. Okie dokie. So definitely something from your past coming back around here. I have the Two of Swords, Six of Cups, Prince of Cups here. There's an offer coming through here that you have to make a decision on. Two of Swords, though, makes me think that it's not a decision that's going to be made lightly. I mean, the Two of Pentacles, we can see you balancing up the odds. But the Two of Swords looks to me like, you know, it may be something that needs to be cut away because you've got more clarity now than you did before. So maybe this heartbreak or this hurt that's happened, or what happened to you here in regards to this past situation, maybe that you've got the strength now to understand why it wasn't right for you. And you may choose to cut it out and move on here. But it's definitely somebody from your past, something from the past revisiting here, and definitely some sort of offer of love for some of you. But anyway, let's get an oracle card and see how we go with the oracle card. I watch the dailies get longer and longer, and I think I still have so much to say, but I don't want the videos to go on forever. I personally like videos to be, if I'm watching them, between 10 and 15 minutes is long enough. Otherwise, I get bored. We do have the card of Imagine coming out here, though. So, and I haven't seen this one a lot, so I'm going to read it to you this morning. 20. Okay, it's turning imagination into manifestation, creative thought, visualization, the power of aligning imagery and feelings, creativity and illusions. Who do you want to be? What do you need to believe in order to have the life you want? You are gifted with the power to imagine. If you can dream it, you can create it. This is the time when your imagination is the key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time daydreaming, fashioning a vision board to help you see goals, or meditating. Allow the power of your creativity to deliver images of what feeds your soul. Then allow your feelings to mingle with your inspirations and imagine these things being real right now. Then repeat. What you imagine will become your belief, and soon you will see these things come to pass in the outer world as if by magic. It's really interesting because they're talking about the same thing with a relationship too. So maybe you have manifested this relationship back in, but whatever it is for you, you're definitely bringing something back because you've been unable to cut the tie, cut the bond between you, or if it was a job or another situation, the desire for that particular thing was so great you've found it really difficult to let go. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. Thanks.